I be going through a lot, but on the surface you can never tell. Say you faithful, but only pray when things ain't going well. Take care of myself, but even I know ain't no iron team. My life a movie, but no God working behind the scenes. Money hungry in case shit fuck up my appetite. How you broke would be the first to give me cash advice. Niggas mad I'm making cash without no degree. We in the same place, but you feel like you know more than me. I made mistakes, but I do everything I can to change. You say you sorry, but you keep doing the same things. Used to cry about it, started getting used to this. I don't wanna hear no sorry now, bitch, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is. I do what I say and always finish what I plan to do. I ain't had no father and I'm still more of a man than you. Lot of ways to get it, if you broke it's cause you lazy. Shorty threw the pussy at me and got mad cause it ain't phase me. I'm too focused on this cash, bitch. I don't care about how bad you are, how crazy your ass is. Started gymnastics, got these bitches doing backflips. Make the money appear like man.
Hey, yo, how's everybody doing? I know it's been a while. We missed you. We do. It's the CareFreeRree Talks podcast. How's it been? I finally have my guys back. My boys are back in the room. We're here. We're live, ready to do this. We're bringing you content again. What's good? Boys, how's the boys? We back in town. How's it going?
Boys are back. What's up? What's up? We all about those vibes.
You already know. So, man, it's been a while. We haven't been able to be here with you guys because this guy, he's been improving his life and like, take the fucking glasses off so you know you can see the emotions in that.
That sounds so rude type shit.
Nah,
he's been improving his life, so he hasn't had time for us.
Yeah, that's life, nigga. We adults now. What you mean?
You're right.
Yeah, we adults, man. That shit happens, bro. But yeah, he's been fucking improving. This motherfucker got his big boy pants on, got a house. He got a fucking house, my guy. Fucking proud of this dude, yo.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It took a lot to get here. Not gonna hold you.
So how's it feel, man? How's it feel, yo?
Feels expensive.
You said it feels expensive?
It feels expensive, literally.
This is only the first year.
I'd be walking around the house, turning off lights and shit. I'll pay for this.
Yo, that shit hit different. Yo, you be out here paying for that electricity.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yo, stop running the bath order. Get your ass in and get out.
Hey.
Shit.
Oh, man. Paid the water bill for the first time. I feel like a grown up.
Yo,
there you go.
That shit's crazy.
I got the
nice
nice room.
Yo, he has. I wish we could show you guys. Maybe I'll clip it in because he got a TikTok video. Maybe I'll clip it in at the end. You know, let y'all see what he working with. This nigga got a snack fucking carrot.
Follow me on KingKadoTalks if you want to see it. It's literally my newest video that I put out.
Fuck that shit.
Beautiful. KingKadoTalks.
Right,
y'all know how to spell it. I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
You already know.
There you go.
You already know. So guys, yo.
I'm lying to everybody. You know, nobody knows me. It's KingKadoTalks.
These niggas know.
Kado, Kado. That's the only part. Kado.
There we go.
There you go.
Well, yeah, yo.
Drop the mic.
My shit dusty.
Six said drop the mic. But man, yo. How about that OnlyFans? How about that fucking OnlyFans, my guy?
All I can do is feel bad for them because they did a lot for the platform because the platform was nothing at first without them. Literally was nothing because I mean they were around before, but they didn't have any type of pull, and then all the women start going on there, start dropping them draws. Niggas is like, hold on. $2.99 a month. I can see you fucking. All right, I might have to cop that. Why not? And it's like, and then like millions of niggas did it. They made billions of dollars, and now they're like, well, we want to get more into the friendly consumer area. Like you want everybody to be able to come OnlyFans, and I'm like, you really gonna throw away 2.9, like 2 billion and some change in revenue? For market deals with who?
It's just credit card companies. It's the credit card companies.
Well, they don't even think twice about that shit. They're like, okay, we're done.
Honestly,
that's what happens when you got to have big credit card companies doing your payouts. It'd be a little different if I think they were working with like PayPal or some shit like that. Like everybody
If
was
I
getting
was him,
paid
I
through
would sell
PayPal.
it.
You say you would
If I
sell
was
it?
him, I would have just sold it. I would have sold the company. I would say if we're getting to the point where they're like, all right, we have to make the decision to get rid of OnlyFans and blah blah blah, I would literally sell my company because this is your peak. This is going to be your peak. I'm sorry. I don't think I, as much as it sucks to say, I really don't think that OnlyFans is going to have the peak that it's at right now. Like it's not going to be the same thing. It's not going to have as many people coming to onto the site. It's not going to have the same traffic. It's not going to have the same amount of money or pull that it had before. So yeah, I would sell my company. I would say if I made 2 point something, I made 2 billion in revenue last year. I think that's the numbers. Don't quote me, but I made dumb money in revenue, and then now markets want me to kick all of that off my platform and just have chicks just literally just post nude photos, just nude photos and suggestive imagery, and that's it. But you can't touch or none of that shit. The main reason why most niggas is on OnlyFans because you get to see the girl from high school go touch herself real quick, or or you get to go see her have sex with the other girl from high school you thought was bad or whatever the fuck. Like, oh, that's the girl I saw at the bar. Not like I might pay $3.99 to see something real quick. Hey, she got her friend up there. I might pay for that. It's like how you're not gonna have that same aspect there. Now, if they were separating it, I can understand, but no, they're just literally just getting rid of it, and it just makes no sense because I thought they were separating it.
That would have probably been a better approach.
It would have been a better
So?
approach, but I think it's just still the same thing. We got a lot of conservatives down here that we don't talk about, especially the ones that run these big companies. And then when you talk about things like MasterCard and everything like that, they got a lot of push.
Right.
The conservatives, like the Christian conservatives, man, I honestly feel like their push sometimes it might be a little less, but it might be as equal as like how hard like the gays and the gay community push to get like the baby pushed off a stage. Like, yo, man, we don't fuck with this, so if you want to keep using our cards, you'll get rid of that.
I can understand that. I say there's a lot of controversy when it comes down to the cancel community.
Mm-hmm.
If I could just put that out there real quick, I say if anybody has any talk about OnlyFans real quick, I don't want to tear away from that, but I just want to say when it comes to the cancel community, why can't we cancel like niggas like Little Nas X when he goes too far?
Because it doesn't go
So
with
like,
culture.
because what I'm saying is that like and I obviously I'm not trying to cause the biggest fight or anything, but like gay culture can cancel anybody if they feel like you're being homophobic, but we can't cancel anybody if we feel like they're being rude in some type of way. Like I say, Lil Nas, like if Lil Nas X started hitting on straight men or whatever and started teasing them and started like grabbing their butts or whatever, blah blah blah. As straight culture, we can't cancel this man.
Nah, you know what would be said? So y'all don't like it.
It's sexual harassment.
That's what
It's literally
they be like, yo, that's what y'all used to do, and that's why y'all don't like it. That's what like I see that like argument. People are like, yo, I think I understand finally why straight men are so intimidated by gay men. It's because y'all don't want to be attacked the same way y'all attack women. I'm like, don't talk about all of us like that, because I don't do that shit.
exactly.
I just don't want a motherfucker coming up to me and shit like that, and maybe smack me in the ass. I mean, we got a problem then. Might have to throw these fisticuffs and shit.
I say, and to point that out, I don't even want a woman randomly doing things like that to me either.
Facts.
I say, if I don't want a woman doing it, I definitely don't want a man doing it.
Yeah.
And also, you don't know how somebody rolls. So you just randomly going up and just groping somebody. They're like, yo, my nigga, yo, what is you doing, bro? Like, what's going on here? Like, you're doing way too much. And I would expect the same thing. Exactly. And I would expect the same thing for women. It just doesn't make any sense at the end of the day. And I hate the fact that you can't cancel somebody doing things against you that you feel were disrespectful to your sex or your gender or whatever it is at the end of the day. And it just
we don't hold the same kind of pull.
It's annoying.
Yeah, we don't hold the same
It
pull.
doesn't him. We don't. That
So,
shit is wild to me. The baby can get canceled because of the joke that he made, and I don't agree with the joke, and I also I can't lie, I kind of find it distasteful because I was kind of fucked up. But
Yeah, it
like,
was
because he didn't
very.
really have to put up, because he didn't have to put him on blast like that. That was definitely fucked up. But like, some of this shit, and I'm sorry to keep bringing his name up. Little Nas X is literally the biggest gay troll on the internet, and he does so much trolling to the degree that it's like you can't even cancel him for the shit that he's doing, and it makes no sense because he's literally doing the same thing that the other niggas do, that and they get canceled for. It just makes no sense. It just literally makes no sense.
I gotta say, I think part of the issue is we don't come together strong enough. Like as the black community, right? As a black community, I don't think we honestly come together strong enough. Like I mean, it's an issue, but I think we're also not respected in it because it's kind of like, look at how these promoters have let the shows rock, right? Where it's like, yo, you could talk about killing people, you could talk about selling drugs to the community for the last 30 years and shit like that. But the second you say something about the gays, this nigga got to go. Hold on.
you look bad, and you make the company that it can cancel you, or somebody or a group can cancel you. You gotta live in everybody's parameters, which is bullshit. And it's basically impossible because of how many things that a person can do to destroy their image. You know. So I don't know, man. It's just like it's like you get like even being a live streamer, we try our best to not we try our best to say what we want to say, but we gotta make sure we gotta be very careful because we can literally get canceled. You know,
Listen, boy,
and
you
that's
on
the
the
sad part.
CareFreeRree podcast. You gotta say what you gotta say.
Of course, of course. But it doesn't like it's still people there's so many people in the world. It's hard to appease everybody, and at the end of the day, people need to stop giving a fuck. If you have an opinion, then you should be able to voice it, and people should be able to voice their opinion, but it shouldn't destroy people's careers unless it's like some real. Again, I don't know. I guess it's person by person basis.
Yeah, and that's the thing that like that kind of puts the little edge on everything where you can't say nothing because it's so person by person where it's like, yo, to be honest, it could be like 2% of this community feels this way, but it's like, nope, we got to band together. And as I said, it's like it's a weird situation, man, where you can't really. We're getting to a point where you're not really gonna be able to say anything.
Think about it like this. All right, so say I'm at we're at where we are now, and and the famous person hears us. They can literally destroy us because they have that following. And that's the thing. If a person says some shit and they're not like on a certain status, it hits differently. You know what I mean? So say like I don't know, say Lil Nas X just comes to our stream and watches this shit. And you know, like something we said, our careers could be over before it even starts. And how is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, man,
It
it's
should
just
it
how
should it should it gives too much people. It gives a person too much power. Or like the more famous they are, the more power they have, and that's bullshit, man. It shouldn't be like that. They shouldn't have something that could make somebody's career and destroy somebody's career, or like it's just I don't know. I guess it's the society we live in these days.
Oh, it's most definitely is though. So it's kind of just like, look, I mean, there's times where I think it works, right? And there's times where it's just too much. I don't know. It's a hard thing to. It's the Pandora's box situation, right? Once you unleash it, you can't really control how far it goes. But it's also like there are points in time where I do think like this whole cancel culture thing gets too far. It goes way too far out and about. And there's times where it's like, yo, it hits just right. You know what I mean? And I think it's like it just sucks because there's no parameters to it. So now it's like, I mean, this is where we at, right? All right, let's get it smacking. What's next? Who next on the docket? Who we getting out of here? Who been making too much noise? Let's get them out of here. So, it's just one of them things. I'm like, I guess. But eventually we gotta put some parameters on like how we just cancel people for stuff.
It's crazy how quick people are ready to jump the gun without hearing the whole story.
Yeah, all they need to do is see sides and parts, and let's say
Yeah.
once they see one side, and that's the part that blows up everywhere, and that's pretty
Hmm.
much the story everyone goes through at the end of the day.
That's all that matters. You got the one side that came out first. You got to hit first.
And like I somewhat understand that to a degree because it's like, oh well, if the other party felt some type of way, then obviously they would have came out or whatever. Blah blah blah. Why did this person come out first instead of the other person? If the circumstances were going to be different, and it's like there's like some motherfuckers just have some people who don't want to put it out there at all. That's number
Mm.
one. So that happens with a lot of situations, and two, like a lot of motherfuckers just don't. They just don't think about it to put it out there for everybody else so they can get their side of the story out there so they're
Mhm.
believed and shit like that. Like motherfuckers isn't automatically thinking that shit on everybody's radar.
It's smooth
Like
like the move slow, yo. It takes. You might need time to process it.
exactly. And I think that's what's different about everybody. Is like the first person who runs and tells everybody else maybe was able to process it first, but doesn't mean that that person is automatically right.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like everyone says, it's a person by person basis. You can't give every single person the benefit of the doubt, but you can't also believe that everyone's evil either. Like you can go through the same situation over and over again with a bunch of fucking different people, but it just happens to be the people that you're messing around with that happen to be that way, but not everybody else in the world is the same.
Hmm.
But because that's what you're dealing with, you feel like every person's just like that.
It's I think it's empathy. It's everybody wants that same kind of empathy, and it's like, yo, I think we can hold empathy for everybody. We should be able to hold empathy for everybody in everybody's situation. Should we be going to the extremes of empathy? Maybe not. Mm.
Oh, what's the extremes?
The extremes for me are like how easily we're canceling people, and I think it's like
Mm.
in a shitty way. I'll say this: if the Meg Tory situation had been flipped, we would not have tried to cancel Meg the same way.
Oh, she shot that nigga in the foot.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, because everybody would have. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna say everybody. I would say the majority of people would have been like, well, he was obviously doing something where she was scared for her life that she felt that she had to shoot him.
yeah.
It's just crazy. I don't know. I think that whole situation is just it's too much we don't know. You know.
Also, can I also say something about the this male and female shit when it comes down to abusive relationships and people putting their hands on each other? I just stop when it comes down to saying that, oh, men just don't put their hands on women. Nobody put their hands on either. That's
Right.
number one. That's number one. Number two, if you are literally getting the shit beat out of you, and the only fucking way you can get out of the situation is to push her or move her or something like that, then you're gonna do what you gotta do. Also, not every person has the ability to do that. Not every trust me, do you know how many niggas know that it's not okay to hit women but have been hit and then automatically just swung right the fuck back because it's a natural reaction? It's just don't do it.
Mm.
There's no reason for you to swing on a person in the first place. If the man's beating the shit out you, then whip that nigga ass. Call the cops and beat his shit down. Fuck him up. But if you're just mad and then you start throwing shit at the nigga, then you start hitting on him or he did something and you're like, oh, you bastard, you fucking bastard, blah, blah, and you start swinging on the nigga and then he hits you back, you crying and saying, oh, I can't believe you hit me and shit like that is that's not how it needs, that's not how it should be. Obviously he shouldn't have hit you, but you shouldn't have hit him either. And that kills me. I don't know why that came to mind, but I had to say it because I hate that double standard. I hate the double standard of that. Be responsible for your actions. Be grown up. Know that you don't have to attack your partner to get your point across. It's like, what
I
are you
mean,
doing?
how do you say that to people
And if she
who feel
attacks you,
like they're
put her in
justified?
jail.
Listen, man,
Call.
yo, I'm more on the side of my mama sent me to school like this back in the day. If somebody hits you, hit that
Tap they
motherfucker.
shit back.
Yeah, and I'm more so, and that's why I like. It's like it gets to a point where it's irresponsible, where on a level where it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be beating on this person. I'm talking about the
Of course.
person, like if a man hits a woman back or shit, like, yeah, you shouldn't be beating on this person. She shouldn't have been beating on you.
Yeah, if you
But
can remove
two,
yourself from the situation, I would say so.
see, and that's another thing. You got to give someone a lot of credit for removing herself from the situation. Because I'll let you
Exactly.
know when it comes to me being hit, my first reaction is to swing. So it's like you're asking someone to control themselves while you're fucking walling, and that's a very good saying of like, yo, you
It's like
can't
the police.
when you uncap the bottle, you can't be really mad at what comes out of it. And that's what I think. Like, yo, you gotta start holding people accountable. It's like, yo, you shouldn't have punched that nigga in the face. He wouldn't have punched you. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have knocked you out because he's a man because you punched him in the face. Like, yeah, is it fucked up? It's very fucked up. That's some shit that like, yo, we should just everybody keep your fucking hands to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Keep your fucking hands to yourself. But
But
Yeah.
if you
no,
play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes. You want to punch somebody in the face who's 6'11", weigh 200 pounds, and this nigga just
God
fucking
damn.
Rashingan you, Hadouken, you and shit. It's like, yo, my nigga, like, what did you expect? Did you expect you was getting out of this? And like, there's no means of me saying like, yo, be out here hitting motherfucker. It's not. It's me
Of
literally
course
saying
not.
the opposite. It's just I'm saying, don't play fucking stupid games because you're not gonna win good prizes. You out here thinking you're gonna get a fucking giant T-Rex and they give you a pile of shit.
Mm. So what are you gonna say, Suave? I know you had a point to say.
nah, I lost it. I literally lost it because we was going off.
So how do you
Um,
feel about that though? Like, do you not feel like that's insane? Like, no one. Obviously, I know you should feel that no one should be putting their hands on each other.
Agreed.
And
Yeah, I think it comes down to the- honestly, it
the
should never get to
situation,
that point.
of
It should never
course.
get to that point, but it should be taken serious regardless of if it's a male or female. You
Yeah.
know, there was a show. Actually, there was there was a show called I think. Fuck, what's the show called? Where basically, this guy becomes a LA cop, and he's like 40 years old. He's like the one of the he's an older cop, and they go visit. Go get a domestic call, and look around, and the guy, the cop asks the male, and he's a big guy, and he's like, "Is your wife abusing you?" Like I forgot how that came up, and he's like, and the guy laughed, and he's like, "No." But then he came back, and then they got the same domestic call, and the woman stabbed him. And the cop got mad at himself. It's just like, man, I should have took this more seriously, regardless of if it was a male or female. If it was a male doing it to the female, then it's uh um what's what I'm trying to say? It's more of it's more of a thing. It's a
Well,
bigger
yeah.
situation.
He'd
But
have asked more questions. He'd have got deeper into it.
that he might have got arrested, But when if it came to male to female, it's like, all right, bro, why are you being a bitch? Come on, they might just write it down as a report and think and make fun of it when they leave. But
Yeah.
that's the standard, People they see men as, we are are stronger, we are built differently, and compared to a female, then it's just there's a strength difference, and at the end of the day, that plays a factor, but it shouldn't be the only factor. It shouldn't be only that. Okay, he's a male, he should be able to handle himself. Anybody's capable of anything, and that is the mindset that every police officer or any situation should be handled as is like a grandma, even a grandmother. Anybody's capable of anything. That's why I believe there's no such thing. I'm bringing it up again. You see, I
I
haven't
knew
done
this
this in a
dude was gonna
while.
go there.
I
I
love
knew
it.
he was gonna go there.
You don't know what everybody's capable of doing. You don't know everybody's full intentions. Like I don't care if somebody's your grandmother or old lady, they could still do some fucked up shit. And it's like a disguise. People disguise who they truly are, and that's scary. And because there's a stigma of, oh, a mother can't really do any harm, or a old lady man or old lady can't do anything crazy, and then when you find out they do some fucked up shit, everybody's stunned. I hold everybody at the same standard, man.
There was
You
a
know,
thread about what you're talking about recently, where nurses were talking about how like their old patients be on their deathbed, or the dementia start kicking in, and they start admitting to like the fact that they murdered niggas and got away with it and shit.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
It's no fucking joke, bro. It's scary. That's just scary as fuck.
Shit will haunt you for the rest of your life. See, motherfuckers don't think so, but people think, oh, I'll do this in a moment, and then like I'll forget about it in like a few weeks or a few months or whatever. And then nah, it's been like 7 years, nigga. You still feeling it, ain't you?
I don't know.
Like that shit like that shit happens, bro. That shit happens to a lot of motherfuckers, and like that, it's not gonna change.
I don't know. We live in such an interesting world. But can I just bring something up? It's a little off topic because I was talking about it yesterday. How crazy how different life has been like 20 years ago or 25 years ago. Because I went to see my boy Ree like recently, and that drive was an ass. But thinking about it, like if we didn't have a cell phone to tell us how to get there, like GPS, MapQuest, or buy a legitimate map. Like, think how crazy that shit is, bro. Like, imagine not having a cell phone and being able to call somebody if something happens. You have to walk to the gas station, relying on a map or flag somebody down. It's just, man, technology has. I think this in the last 20 years, technology has taken the biggest leap in all history,
you think
and
this
it's
is bigger
kind of
than going
scary.
from horses to cars, my guy? Who's out here with the
I,
horses, boy? I got
listen,
horses in the bag.
I really think that this jump that we made from 20 to maybe 1990s to 2021 has been insane. I mean, not even 1990s, maybe like 1998. I'll say 2000 to 2020. The last 20 years, technology has gone from, oh, here's AOL, here's dial-up, to motherfuckers, we got cell phones that you can unlock with your face, like, to Bluetooth have things that can connect to your computer and you can be in the other room, to Wi-Fi where you could be in somebody's house and not even be plugged into something and gain internet access. There's things that, or you can save data into an imaginary thing called a cloud. Or I can keep going. You want me to keep snapping? I'll keep
Yo,
snapping.
why are you trying to make us feel so old, my
We're
dude?
talking about like 5G. What the fuck? Where our phones, like literally, we had to answer the phone on the wall through a wire. But
I
now
mean,
I
that
could
was
tell.
5G back in the day, bro. That was 5G back then.
Yeah, now I can tell Echo, I can't say the real name, to call somebody or order food from me. Or, like it's just mind fucking blown, man. Or how people used to do tolls, like when people are driving, and now you can do what they call the easy pass that the scans, or like it's just like, oh my god, I'm gonna get myself an anxiety attack. It's just
Yo,
crazy,
no,
bro.
stop going on this rabbit hole, bro. Like, I know we
It's just
getting there.
crazy.
I know we about to be
It's not.
old.
It's not even about. No, fuck that, bro. It's not even. It's not even about being old, bro. It's just how quick. Like even in my like our parents' generations or in our parents' generations, like it's never boomed like this. Technology has never advanced in this rate. But in the next 10 years, We're gonna be. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm scared, bro. It's scary how fast shit is moving, and it's on a rate that we see no slowing down. They talk about. I think they just revealed a robot like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tesla's
Yeah,
robot.
Tesla.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Crazy enough. I don't want to interrupt you because I know you about to hit this tangent, but I just need to say we talked about this briefly, Suave. Yo, I think the Earth is coming to an end, my guy.
course.
think the
Yeah.
Earth is coming to an end, and the facts are starting to point that these rich motherfuckers is trying to get the fuck out of here.
Mm-mm.
They're
That's what I
trying
don't
it.
think it's gonna. They're trying, but it's not. It's not what's gonna happen.
They're talking about trying to see if they can grow food on Mars for a year.
So you know how long it would actually take for them to get to a new development on Mars? I mean, unless they haven't told us everything. Like the shit is gonna be insane. Obviously, they haven't told us everything. But what I'm saying is just the concept of it in general is it, it's gonna take way too long. It's gonna take way too long. Most of the niggas that are millionaires or billionaires aren't gonna be alive to even make it to fucking Mars. If they're trying to make it a fucking dystopian for niggas to live there, just full time live there and actually make it suitable. I don't think them niggas gonna go there. I think they're all gonna die beforehand. What I
Yeah, they
think is
are.
gonna happen is that they're gonna unleash. They're gonna tell us about aliens.
They've been trying
That's
to
what
for
I
a
think is
while
gonna
now.
happen. I know, but
Yo,
what I'm no, but
mhm.
what I mean is like they're gonna literally come down like Biden hand to hand with a gray spaceman to say we've been working with the Martians for years, type shit, type
Mhm.
bullshit. That's what I think is gonna happen. These niggas
I
just
can
gonna
see
come
it.
down with the aliens and just show us. They be like, yeah, they created us, and then religion is gonna go into a giant frenzy. People are either gonna forsake their religion, people are gonna kill themselves, people are just gonna give all to the aliens and call every religion nonsense and bullshit, and everyone's gonna be like, we told you, blah blah blah, and shit of that nature. And then
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
Yo, I mean, what you gonna do? I kind of feel like we was there anyways. They've been slowly. The alien talks have been getting more public.
yes,
That's my thing. It was just crazy niggas before, conspiracy there's before. It's getting more public. So I'm like, I mean, if we get there, we get there. I still think like, while I think we might hit the alien conversation and everything like that in the next 20 something years, I still think that they know that the Earth is going out of here. That the Earth is on its way out, like on some fucking end of the world type shit, bro. Like Noah's Ark Part 4, Part 2
I
type
would say
shit. You know what I'm saying?
part 4.
Listen, man.
We know we
I
know
think the
that
blue.
no.
I think the bubonic plague was Noah's Ark. Was a Noah's Ark adjacent.
Oh, instead of sending water, he sent
Death.
disease.
Yeah, disease and death. So here we go. Ready? Let me hit you with my Noah's Ark sedation. So Noah's Ark,
Mm-hmm.
the 7 plagues, the bubonic
Okay.
plague,
Right.
and World War II.
World War II.
Yeah.
Why?
I think World War II because of the way and the amount of people who were involved in all of the death. It's like, don't recount me because I'm not a history major. I kind of sucked at it, but I think almost all the countries were involved in World War II.
What do you
If
mean? You mean countries or continents? Because there's a fuck ton of countries.
the continents, all the continents were involved in World War II is what I'm thinking. I'm not full hardly sure. I know there's a lot of niggas involved. A lot of motherfuckers died.
I think so. I believe there was. I believe there's countries from every continent that came into World War II.
Fucking nukes were dropped.
Oh, that Hiroshima nuke was.
Yeah.
Was that World War II? Hiroshima,
I think
Hiroshima
so.
and Nagasaki.
Yeah, I think
so.
that was World War II.
That was
Yeah.
it.
Pearl Harbor, yeah, I think it was too.
Mm. Yeah, sounds
Like
right.
was World War II adjacent or some shit like that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like those are my big ones. Those are Noah Ark adjacents, where a lot of motherfuckers had to die. The way COVID's progressing, this might be a Noah's Ark adjacent as well. But I also
Yeah,
have
COVID's supposed to be
maybe I
it's supposed
shouldn't
to be
say
the
that.
new common cold.
We're gonna call it the C word so YouTube doesn't try to take us down. I'm gonna bleep that shit out later. Because
Well, the vid is supposed to be the vid is supposed to be like the new common cold type shit that's coming out here. Pretty
That's
much.
essentially what I'm thinking. Like, I'm like, this shit transforming too fast, my guy. It's transforming.
Let me say this on your podcast, and I'm also going to say it on the show when we go live. Is that the vaccine? You do whatever you want with the vaccine. At the end of the
Facts.
day, do what you want, because the vaccine is for you. It's for your personal benefit. It's not for anybody else's benefit. It's for you. It's for if you contract it. If you contract the vaccine, it makes it easier. It makes it easier for you to survive it. That's the whole point of it. It doesn't mean you can't give it to other people. It doesn't mean like you're immune. You don't have to wear a mask and that people can't give it to you. You can absolutely catch it. You can absolutely spread it. It just makes it easier for you to deal with it at the end of the day. It's the same shit when people get flu shots and shit like that. You telling me that when people get flu shots, no one gets the flu? No, niggas still get the flu. You're just not as susceptible to it. Like it happens. I would say it's just. But what I'm saying is, do what you want to do at the end of the day. What you shaking your head no for, nigga?
Oh, sorry.
Yo, you know what?
This man,
No,
my man,
he's playing MTG Arena.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
He's
that's what I was
playing
talking about.
video
Didn't I
games
say
in the
something about
background.
shaky eyes earlier? I told this man about his shaky eyes.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I am playing the game while I'm.
Hey,
while we're
Jordan, me and
streaming.
his wife also laid into him about the COVID shot when he was here. Started double teaming this nigga.
Nah, but like, I have my own reason. So regardless of
Yeah, I mean,
opinion,
if you, I'll say the reason, Suave's reason for getting it is his personal reason.
Yeah.
I say it's his choice. I say I don't have a problem with that. I say he do whatever fuck he wants to do. It's not. It literally doesn't affect me in any type of way. Him getting a
Facts.
shot or not. My only thing about the shot is that obviously, marketed beast and all this extra bullshit and blah blah blah. I personally don't think that shot is the marketed beast. I think it's the other shit that people are trying to bring out, like the chips that can detect the COVID shit that they want to put in
That's
motherfuckers.
just wild.
Shit like that is wild. Scary as shit. And it also kind of reminds me of Snowpiercer when they have like these little chip things. It's like these little vial things, and people, you can have them inserted into your skin, and you go up to a doorway like that, and it'll open it up. And it's like so you have access. That's the shit that I'm scared of. I don't want that. I don't want to have all my information on a chip that has to go inside me. That's the main thing there. And I don't want chips inside me in the fucking first place.
Facts.
At all. For anything. I don't care
My
what they're telling me it's for.
my thing is that I don't think they have to chip you I don't think they have to watch us when we have a phone.
Okay, all right. I love that you brought that up. Okay, because there are a lot of people say that it's like you already have a phone, you have social media, you have say you
want to
drive
get off the
cars
grid,
and all that extra shit.
you can.
I understand that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that
In your
people are
body.
like, oh, if people, they're not gonna. Why would they give you shots if they have you on the phone and they have your social media and you're willingly giving up to that? Nigga, not everybody has a phone. Not everybody is on social media. You think some of the grandfathers and grandmas out there who just got regular flip phones is on Facebook and shit like that is out? No, they don't. You have to find a way to reach everybody. And if you give everybody a mandatory vaccine, not everybody has mandatory phones, and not everybody has mandatory Facebook, not everybody has mandatory security cams at their houses. I say you go to the fucking hood. I say some of them niggas don't even have phones. Some of them niggas just got straight flip phones and internet at their house. See, but what I'm saying in general is that the people, like the homeless niggas, how you get the homeless niggas? If the homeless niggas ain't got no money, they ain't got no place to go, nothing like that. How you getting them? How you tracking them? They ain't got no phone. But if you giving out vaccines mandatory for free to everybody, hey, come through. Yeah, come over here. I got you. Cloop. Let me just put that chip in your arm right there. Now, if this starts to warm up, that means you got COVID. So, hey, don't worry about it. Type shit. Like they can literally they can literally do whatever they want. That's the aspect of it. And that's what makes people so nervous, and like especially like certain people of the Black community, especially with them experiences from back in the day, from what they've done to this.
It's way more than just Tulsa, bro.
They've given niggas fucking syphilis. Literally gave it to people just to see what would be the effect on the Black community. I would say there's also things like things like that and other shit that the government has hidden, like the lakes, like oh my god, the lake. I just found out about the lake shit this year.
Mm.
If you Google all the lakes that we used to have, or well, all the lakes that we have, a lot of those are man-made. And you know why they're man-made? Is because they used to be over black main residents or towns.
Yo, that map. They were talking.
Oh,
I
you
seen
seen
the
it,
map.
right?
Yeah. Where it was like,
I didn't
y'all always talk about Black Wall Street, but boop, boop,
exactly.
boop, 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 boop.
Nigga, I did my fucking research. All of that shit is real. It's not in history books or anything like that, and they're not going to teach you about it. But all that shit is real. A lot of these places where they have lakes and shit was old communities of people that they did not fuck with at all. Black, Spanish, I would say sometimes even Irish, sometimes even Italians. I say it just depended on who you were, my nigga. Like that's the shit that happened, and that's why I'm so nervous about them making the shit mandatory, especially if it doesn't affect the next person.
Mm-hmm. But
so you're telling me
even deeper, like the mandatory shit. One thing I'll say is, and like I talked about this recently with a couple people, but the after effects haven't been released yet, and you're mandating me to get something that you don't know what's gonna do to me in 10 years. You don't know what's gonna do to me in 2 years. But I bet you
booster shots.
Yeah, all of that shit. It's like fuck the chips, thing real quick. But it's like you don't know what this is gonna do to me. You don't know what this is gonna do to my body, and I honestly feel, that they're trying to shoot everybody up, so that you can't tell the difference between nobody when the shit start hitting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we all got it now. You can't. Who you gonna sue? Everybody got it. You know what I mean? But it's like, that shit is scary. Where it's like, you got doctors and indoctrinated people in general. I don't like having medical conversations with because they try to talk to you like you're fucking stupid. But I'm like, it may have slowed down your rate of transmission. But what is it gonna do to you in 2 years? Like, is that worth it for you? Is that is that worth it for you, bro? Like the fact that in 2 years this shit might really fuck you up. Like,
right.
That shit don't make sense to me. But it's for the greater good. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't care if it's for the greater good or not. That shit nasty.
What's up,
bro?
Huh? What? What?
I'm alright.
Oh, he cut the audio.
Yeah,
I cut it. Woo!
Sorry, guys.
You good.
Man.
But man, it's just one of them things where it's like, don't nobody know what the real vibe is and shit like that. And okay, but
I just want time. All I want is time. Legitimately, all I want is just time.
That's a fair thing to say to people. Like, let me get time. Put the greater good right now. Can I get some time? Can I know what it's gonna do?
But it's not making a difference. That's my thing. It's not making a difference if I get it or not. So why does my time matter?
Because they want to be able to go back to how this shit is going, bro. Like, I just was reading up and I had to tell all my New York niggas, I was like, they're about to mandate you get a shot to do anything. I have never, like, bros, on real shit, ain't nothing been pushed this hard. The flu kills mad motherfuckers every year. Don't get pushed this hard. Free shit. Niggas giving out weed and money and other bullshit, right? Giving all that shit out. Now it's mandated. You don't have test results that where you should be able to mandate some shit on me that you don't have the full fucking results for. But whatever.
Exactly.
That's where we at. Now, if you ain't got a motherfucking shot, now you're getting banned from places. They're making it so hard that they're pretty much forcing you. There's no alternative. This is a forcing. Like in New York, you can't go into gyms. You can't eat inside a restaurant. You can't attend any events unless you're vaccinated. That's what they're doing. That shit is crazy, yo.
And I'm not fucking with that at all. I definitely don't fuck with that. I say I'm not.
That makes it more scary.
It's and I hate saying this because it makes people sound crazy, and I don't want to sound crazy. But it's literally Nazi Germany popping up again with these cards, my nigga. I say, oh, you have to have this card, and I'm not saying it's a Nazi journey to obviously to that degree.
extent.
Please do not take it to the extent like I'm saying this is the Holocaust. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that you have to have papers on you. It's like back in the day being black. It's like literally your papers. Your papers are saying you're white, pretty much. That's pretty much that's the aspect of it. And I'm sorry, I that's not how we should be living. That's not the way to live. You can't be like, oh, you don't have your shit. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not saying we're gonna get killed. I'm not saying that we're getting shot in the street or we're getting pulled away, blah blah blah, and all that extra shit. What I'm saying is that discrimination is gonna come,
Oh, fuck
and
yes.
it's gonna hit hard. It's gonna hit hard as fuck because it's gonna be vaccines versus anti-vaccines, and the niggas and like I've already heard dumb shit talking about people who are anti-vaccine talking about their nut is going to be worth the price of Bitcoin because it's pure and hasn't been touched from the fucking vaccine. I'm like, y'all niggas is wilding. All right, niggas is going a little too far off the deep end, but nonetheless, I just don't want this bullshit in me that hasn't had a year of at least testing first.
Yeah.
At least a year of testing first before that you just want to throw it in my body and then throw boosters on it after. I say mandatory booster shots on top of it every few months. Suck my dick. No.
You
No,
see
I'm
my
sorry.
message in Discord, bro?
Yeah, I saw it. Did you not see my message back?
No, I was talking to Ray. No, I saw. I saw you.
Okay. I say, but yeah, shit is wild, bro. That shit is horrible.
Hey man, it's just I don't know, bro. If y'all get a chance, there's a movie with Tiffany Haddish and it's called The Oath. And the way I feel about like how we're rolling with the COVID shit, where it's gonna start turning discrimination, that movie touched on it greatly. Where it's like they gotta make this, they gotta take an oath to the United States, or you're not like American or some shit like that. Like, and it's like it's supposed to be everybody's choice, but they make it so hard when you don't want to sign on to the program. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to sign on to the program now. Everything else goes down the fucking drain for you. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like that's what we're about to go through with COVID. It's like you don't want to sign on. You don't want to sign on to the vaccine that we're making everybody else get. That's what you want to do. All right, yo, he can't get EBT. I know he's struggling, but if he really wants this EBT, he gonna get this flu shot. Yeah, get that.
Exactly.
So
take like, mandatory is never good, bro.
Never.
For the most part, mandatory is never good. It's mandatory that y'all put condoms on when y'all having sex with random women. Thank you. But you know,
you should be putting condoms on even when you're having sex with women that you know for quite some time.
That too. Sorry. I've been in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for quite some time now, so it's a little different at this point. But yeah, we out here. Raw Dog Squad.
Pull out game strong.
Pull out game weak as fuck. Weak as fuck, nigga. Ooze it all in there. Just let it.
You need to
leave. I can't even talk shit. I got
that on TikTok.
I can't even talk shit. I got a kid, so I mean, what we trying to say? What we saying?
I'll say
is what it is.
But yeah, I'll say that was a beautiful. I just want to say I appreciate everybody for having me back on. I know I've been gone for a long time. Thank you for having me back on the podcast.
Oh no, definitely.
I would say I also sorry I have to cut this short as well because I got to go cook some food for the rest of the family. I got some people coming over today, even though this fucking hurricane is supposed to be hitting, but I might be stuck with people. I don't know. Shit happens, blah, blah, blah. I talk a lot. No one cares. The things like that. KingKadoTalks, Soavecito, CareFreeRree. Go follow us on every single platform.
You already know.
This isn't my podcast, so I'm not doing the outro. I'm going to lead that to my boy, Care. Go ahead, bro.
You already know. So, real quick, I got to ask you for the people. Is the talk show coming back? KingKadoTalks. It's the pod show talk show coming back to Twitch /Reddit.
Yes, it is. It is coming back. I say I was gonna do this weekend, but obviously this hurricane shit popped off. And as you can see back here, I got my 2 microphones. So I got a live guest coming soon. Live guest coming very soon. That's going to be up here. I don't know when this is going live. It might already be live when I already have my guest here. I got 2 live guests that are coming on the show. And I say I got one that y'all really already know that you're really gonna love, and I got a surprise guest who's an artist, and I've known him since I was a kid. But he's a nice artist, amazing singer. I say he's amazing. I think he even does poetry. I say he wanted to be on the podcast, and I definitely want to show him. So I definitely have some content for y'all to come up.
Bet. I'm excited, bro. Hey,
Thank you.
everybody.
It's gonna be fun, man.
You know the drill.
Yeah.
Check my boys out. You know what I'm saying? They everywhere. We everywhere. We do this. We doing links in the description. Always, every time. But you know what time it is. It's been great being back here with you guys. And until next time, deuce.